Okay, yeah, I am indeed here with the Chaplains here on the FM sessions. How are you?
Not too bad, yeah.
I'm very well, thank you very much. Do you want to introduce yourself just individually, just so people know kind of who you are?
Well, my name is Tom Moloney. I'm from Dunleary and lived in Wexford. I've been playing guitar for about however long, about 7 years I'd say at this point.
Okay.
But
very
nothing
long
much
time.
else. I'm not that interested. So.
What's your name?
My name's Alex Skinner. I'm from Dunleary.
And not brothers.
No, not brothers. No, we look like. No, we always do that every time. Like after a gig, someone goes, "You guys brothers?" Someone's like, "Yeah, we're brothers." Then we actually do backstories sometimes. We make up
Just
like
go along
uncles
with
and
it.
that. Yeah, it's really
Well, you
crack.
totally get away. You do kind of look a little bit like.
You have to get
Don't know,
similar looking
is that an
people
insult
around.
to either of you? But I said it anyway. So how did you get started as a group? Is it just the two of you always, or is it usually more?
No, I was playing. The whole thing has gone under a lineup change. I mean, we started down in Enniscorthy in Wexford about 3 years ago now. Everything I say, my throat's very hoarse. I just sound like a pervert. But
It's okay, roll with it.
I'll keep going with the vibe.
Yeah.
But we started about 3 years ago as a kind of a blues trio. We're very much into Rory Gallagher and just kind of, I suppose, Indian. We're trying to mix it with ska and just keep a pop sensibility about it. But now, like in the past, we came up to Dublin because we were all from Wexford originally.
Oh, okay,
and,
yeah.
I lived there for about 8 years. But when we came up here, then we kind of just went our separate ways half the time. Like then we between lineup changes, drummers and that. So then lately I was just kind of like just a complete lineup change, completely switched the style and everything.
Okay.
Bringing them in a more acoustic sound and.
So would you acoustic is something that you would do a lot? Would it? Or
It depends. Like it depends on whether you have a drummer really with you. If you have a drummer at a certain
Right.
point, you have to learn to adapt. I suppose. Like drummers are kind of awkward to find. So
good drummers are.
if anyone's a drummer, call me.
Good drummers are hard to
Yeah.
find, I think. Yeah. And tell me a bit about the name. Where'd you get your name from?
And the name the Chaplains. Well, literally, I just kind of thought like that thing of like what's in a name. A name, just something. If it has a ring to it, I mean, you're gonna speak, I suppose, with the songs that you're playing rather than with the name.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like
yeah.
you don't like. I suppose it's not like we're actually like chaplains. Like, it's not like you listen to the Eagles.
Really?
It's not like you listen to the Eagles though and think like they're actually Eagles.
I know.
So.
Yeah. I just feel like some people have like deep meanings for their or reasons.
I know,
for
but some people think too much about their names and
it's
not
true,
enough
yeah.
about their songs.
Yeah, and then they come up with really elaborate things, and you're just never going to remember them.
Mm.
And how would you describe your sound? Influences wise, even or genre.
I suppose it's switched over time. I mean, again, with them, sometimes when we be playing acoustic gigs compared to electric gigs, like it depends on the frequency of like how much you're playing at any given time. I suppose, like if you're playing a lot of acoustic gigs at one time, you start to get the feel for more acoustic artists. I mean, maybe even acoustic style, I suppose, like things like Kelly Joe Phelps. I don't know, maybe Leonard Cohen a bit really. Joni Mitchell's an interesting stylist for acoustic, but then electric, I suppose, Stevie Ray Vaughan, Rory Gallagher,
gosh, yeah.
The Clash. Just a lot of heavy things.
Mix
And I
of
suppose
stuff,
even
like.
Dublin bands like the Kinetics actually I found very interesting.
Oh, they're amazing, yeah. And then would you have different influences, do you think, Alex, that you would bring, or like,
well,
I'm just wondering, did you come from different kind of musical backgrounds, or was it just kind of a
Yeah, well, we
thing
do
that-
kind of come from different musical backgrounds, but I mean, like for one point in time, we were both kind of lead guitarists in separate bands, and we still kind of are as well. So we do have our like separate influences, but we,
We're really
are
arrogant.
kind of.
We're both really arrogant. Only messing.
the look of rage there?
We do have our separate influences, but I think we kind of have the same goals and stuff, and it's really fun just kind of meshing with each other because it's like, I'm learning a lot from playing with Tom because, I have to kind of adapt to the way he plays and stuff, so,
Yeah.
It's fun.
Very good. Cool. So do you want to play your first song for us? Introduce it, maybe.
Yeah,
Tell
this
us
is
any
song,
story to it. Or anything.
this is a song. It's only written about I suppose about 2 weeks ago now at this point, even less.
Oh,
just
very new.
it's very new, like, and really it was a riff that I had there for ages, but I had a melody in my head, but I could never write it. Then about 2 weeks ago I got kind of down to it, and I called up Alex and was like, "Do you want to jam with this?" and just run over it, I suppose, because we're just gonna have a few beers, and just jam with it. And then he just we started just messing around with it, and just the riff that he brought in it's brilliant.
Yeah,
Just added so much. It really added so much.
Made the song.
It added so much. I mean, beyond what I would have thought of it myself.
Very good. Okay, you want to take
Wanna
it away?
start,
then?
ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and. sits uneasy on his docking stool. But was he wearing his crown when he went down? Smiling with glee or bearing a frown? Your mind's full of questions, but don't breathe a mention, 'cause all that I ask of you, don't look to me, don't look to me, don't look to me, 'cause I don't know the answers. Don't look to me, 'cause I don't know the answers. As words drift away, well, the words never stay when thoughts go astray, and the saints are branded as names. Well, the horns will call and the conscripts will fall onto their blades, but did their screams awake you from the dreams that can take you far away from the stone slabs on which you lie? You wake full of questions, but don't breathe mention, 'cause all that I ask of you, don't look to me, don't look to me, don't look to me, 'cause I don't know the answers. Don't look to me, 'cause I don't know the, I don't know the, I don't know the, I don't know the answer.
So we are back with the Chaplains. Very good song. Well done. You're dying a little bit with your throat.
Oh, yeah, it's great.
It's not. It's kind of
very
adding.
sore.
It's adding to the vocals. It's grand. In terms of gigs, have you done a lot or?
Well, a lot of time we're usually doing gigs down on Gilbert and Wright's and Eagle House on Sunday and Tuesday respectively. And I suppose beforehand with the electric band we would have played Sweeney's, Whelan's, what else I suppose. Then we would have played a lot in Wexford, sort of like Gilbert's and that.
Yeah.
We weren't hearing that, but yeah, we had a few.
Have you been gigging kind of consistently, like, or is it?
I can't lie. Probably for the most part now because of problems with drummers and that.
Right.
It was
Okay.
more the last while we decided we'll go more acoustically. We'll just do more acoustic gigs. But
Right. Yeah. And then is there any gigs coming up for you? Or you have nothing planned at the
usually
moment?
we're down at Gilbert and Wright's in Dunleary and Eagle House in Glasgow on Tuesdays.
Oh, very good.
So we're down there pretty much every Tuesday. Then
Oh, so it's like a
it's kind of like a regular.
Oh,
thing,
okay, yeah, very good. Any releases or
And
anything like
we
that?
have the one demo, the the Shame EP. What you call it? Basically, other than that, we're probably looking at getting something out again this summer. Getting a bigger lineup now. We're looking for something completely different. Like we're gonna add fiddles, ukuleles, accordions. Just
Oh, very good. Yeah,
bring
add
it all
loads of
back
different
to
stuff.
keep it poppy. Everything. I love melody, so. in that sense.
Cool. And then is songwriting wise, would you be like the chief songwriter when it comes to lyrics? I mean,
yeah, no,
or-
I write all the songs myself. Like, I'd kind of just doodle things down, like
you don't have like a process.
No, I never did it. If I feel something spontaneous, like just I write it all down because it might, like I might.
You
have
forget
in
it,
10
like-
minutes, or I might, I'll lose the melody of it. I lose the feel of like the moment, or whatever time
Yeah.
I was writing it on there.
And then melody wise, do you just kind of jam until something sounds right? Like,
Pretty much, yeah.
yeah,
That's how
it's
we
usually
go.
the best way to do it, isn't it? And then where can people find your stuff? Like, do you have stuff online or anything for people?
Yeah, we got stuff online at the Facebook page for the Chaplains. There's a few things up there. Where else we have? Well, we have a MySpace, but hell, who uses MySpace anymore?
You can still say it. Some people are still old school on MySpace.
Can you hear me? If you're still on MySpace.
Look at the Chaplains. So Facebook and MySpace, and they just can search the Chaplains and it'll come up.
Yeah. I
Cool.
tried to put things on SoundCloud as well, but I'm really bad with any sort of technology.
SoundCloud's a great one if you can get it working. It really is. Like,
I just shambled through it and then I just gave up on SoundCloud.
well, you should get someone to show you how to do that.
Yeah, I will.
It's good.
Anyone there help me to use SoundCloud?
I love that. Like, this whole thing has just been you, like,
I'm
drummers.
just requesting people a bit of help.
Constantly. There'll just be a crowd of people outside later.
Yeah.
Okay, do you want to do your next track for us?
Yeah, this is one. It's off the demo. It's a song called Burrow. Have a look. Right. Baby, on my way, tongue gives me no sorrow. She ain't mine on this day, she'll be mine tomorrow. She don't know me too well, like a badger she will borrow. When she gets to the inside, what she prefer? Paper money borrowed, give myself what I'm worth. To be the third in the dirt, while my world's in the earth. Be a trade-off. Let me be your soul, or just your tainted mold. While I'm losing control, when I rely on Burrow. Love me like a tiger, let your claws slip in. And when you take them out, they'll just feel like they're imprint on my skin. And I don't want you wild, but I don't want you tame. So I live the truth when the lie bears the fruit, cause it's the nature of the game. Give myself what I'm worth, so be a thought in the dirt. While my world's in the earth, be a shadow. Let me be your soul, or just your tainted mold. While I'm losing control, when I rely on Burrow. Baby, I'm going my way. Tongue gives me no sorrow. She ain't mine on this day, but she'll be mine. She'll be mine tomorrow.
Nice ending. No, that's really, really good. Yous are kind of what would I say?
That'd be more of an electric one, I suppose. Really.
Yeah, like I can imagine that would be really like I don't know, really lively on stage. 'Cause I can tell yous are like wanting to like kind of get like
Get
stand
up.
up and like move around nearly. Yeah. So just is your live show quite like
Yeah, the live show would
physical?
be very physical. You're not going to find them off it. So, I guess we're veering onto a sticky subject now. But, what you call it?
Do you move around the stage a lot? Is what I'm asking.
A little bit.
Yeah.
I do a little bit of that, yes.
And do you think it's a totally different sound when you have people at it then as well?
When you have the electric band, I suppose as well the fact that you've got people like, you know, you can, because you're always going to be standing up when you're playing electric. You got people to look back and you got the drummer and you can just, like if you ever just look at the crowd or like, you know, and then you can just like look back and like you're still there. You know, just yeah, it's great. Though the sound will be very different because as well, like, you know, you're sitting down. You're like, I mean, your momentum goes when you're standing up. And
Yeah.
you can just go around.
People are still getting a good kind of idea of what you would be like though.
Yeah, they would. Yeah, like there'd still be an intensity, I suppose. There can be a messiness now sometimes. But, you know what I mean?
that's all part
That's
of
the
it.
problem with intense. Sometimes.
Okay, well here in the RFM sessions we always do a little round called cheesy questions.
Cheesy questions.
Yeah. So I'm gonna lay them on yous. Some people they're not really that cheesy. They're kind of just difficult. So, well, some people, I don't know. I'll just ask you. Okay, so if you were stranded on a desert island and you only had one of those iPod shuffles, one album, can't be a greatest hits and can't be a compilation, what album would it be and why?
Probably wouldn't be able to use an iPod shuffle, to be honest.
Okay, you have a Walkman.
No, Walkman, sure.
Or a Discman or something.
I'd probably have to go with the Roy Gallagher the Irish tour. Probably that'd be one of them, or maybe Captain Beefheart, safe as milk.
Just because they're albums you can listen to over and over without getting going a bit insane.
Well, I mean, I'd be going insane. I'd be on a desert island, like, you know. I don't even listen to music that much. I'd end up going insane regardless.
Grand, but that might help a little bit.
I prefer
albums.
to bring water than a CD.
Yourself?
I don't know. I really don't know, because I don't know what I'd want if I was stranded on a desert island, album-wise. You know?
Right. Okay. So you don't know if you'd go for something that'd like keep you sane, or
Yeah, I'd probably go for something like Red Hot Chili Peppers, Blood Sugar Sex Magic, just because it's kind of a positive album.
yeah,
I don't know.
yeah, and it's like good
It's
to
one of
listen
my
to.
favourites
Yeah,
as well, you know. So.
very good. Okay, and if you could tour with any band, they can be broken up, you know, dead, whatever. Who would it be and why?
Tour with any band. Jeez,
Doesn't have to be a band, like any artist or.
I suppose there'd be two. I'd love to. The Black Lips would be one of them, and another one. Oh, then there'd be like Flog and Molly. That'd be another one.
Oh, they're
who
so
else? And Motorhead,
amazing.
probably Motorhead as well.
Yeah,
probably.
Flog and Molly would be class.
Yeah,
That'd be really, really good.
I'd just be worried about getting upstage.
Yeah. And yourself? Anyone?
I don't know,
spring to
maybe
mind?
Guns N' Roses, like the old lineup, not the new one, and
Everyone says that. Everyone says not the new
Everyone
one.
hates the new one.
Yeah, they really do. Yeah.
I don't know, maybe a band that'd be really fun to tour with that goes to deadly places.
Like,
I don't know. Any real big band that kicks ass, like the Chili's or Guns N' Roses back in the day. Or
Chili's
something.
back in the day
Or
would have been
Black
pretty
Sabbath
good as well.
or something back
Yeah.
in the day.
Yeah.
Not the new
No-
Heaven and Hell.
Yeah, it's
stuff,
never
but-
just them now. It's always back in
Yeah.
the 70s or whatever.
Or Led Zeppelin or Jimi Hendrix or something.
Zeppelin would be a good one, yeah. You probably wouldn't remember much of it, but it'd be
Yeah.
good. And have you any embarrassing songs on your iTunes or anything?
Nope, just great songs.
How did I know you were going to say that?
You got a feeling.
Nothing.
Yeah, just deadly tunes.
We connect. You see.
Yeah, that's it. No, nothing
No,
that isn't on it.
awesome tunes.
Really,
there
you were,
would be,
you were never into bad music?
There was one. Wait, do you mean like as in one of our own tracks, or do you mean like
No,
just
no.
any-
Well, yeah, one of your own maybe if you're embarrassed by it, I guess.
No, even like the first demo we did this demo down in Near Ross, like down in Wexford, and it was gas, like, because as well as the fact that like the demo was a bit in the middle of one of the songs, like, and it was really cheesy because before this big solo in one of the songs, a fire alarm started going off, so all you
He
heard
just
in the
left it
background
in.
was like, whoa, like as if, whoa, look out for this, and then
He just left it in.
your
Like,
man was gas because your man tried to. It was like the fire alarm was going off, so he wasn't really looking around. He was just trying to stop the fire alarm. He wasn't even bothered looking for the fire. Yeah, he got a knife and just started cutting the wires of it. He was like,
Oh, for
"Lads, I'll
God's
just cut
sake."
this off. We'll go down, leave."
well, at least you can be like, that's what we used to sound like. This is us now. You'll have to start somewhere, I guess. Okay, well, it's been great chatting to you. Have you anything else you want to plug before we go? Like any more gigs that you want to, or where can people find you again?
Well, I suppose we're probably gonna first of all expand the lineup before I suppose expanding the gigging base. Like really, we're gonna look to getting a much larger sound and then really focus on it. You know, for now it's acoustic. We're kind of getting comfortable with new material in local venues that we know better rather than going out to town.
it's a good way to do it, yeah.
Yeah, so that's the plan for now. But hopefully soon enough we'll be out in town, out in Sweden, maybe out in Wales, something just.
Yeah, you
bobbing
just
around.
need to get the rest of your crew together
bobbing
first.
around.
Well, we're down at Gilbert and Wright's open mic night every Sunday, which is great. It's great
Cool.
crack. And then
Because that's a load of, I assume that's loads of other like artists as well.
yeah, it's a really great place just to meet artists that are kind of just, you know, it's because where people go to just sort of like it's training grounds kind of, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So there is really
Trying
good
out new
people
stuff
playing
and
there
There's
and
an
all
opera
stuff.
singer.
It's always
there
good
one of the
crack.
weeks.
Really?
Yeah, a guy with bagpipes as well.
Yeah.
Amazing.
And then there's the
Anyway, 2 weeks
Street
ago.
Live music session on Tuesdays in the Eagle House, which is also pretty awesome.
Cool. And you're there,
Yeah,
every
I
week.
started the
Because
Fusion
we're
family.
local, so it's just kind
so
of
it's easy, yeah.
something
Fusion
to do.
family play there most
Yeah.
Tuesdays.
Oh, amazing, yeah. Okay, very good. Great. Thanks for coming in. Do you want to introduce your last song?
Okay, well, this is going to be kind of funny because this song we only finished off last night. Like, not even joking, last night we finished this off.
Okay.
We
It's a
finished the
song.
one we did before that in the car on the way down.
Yeah, we were. But no, I'm not even joking. It was very. We were like, let's get this right. But
Jeez. You're so casual, I love it.
thanks very much.
Take it away.
Okay, this is a song called "Too Bad About Your Choices." So,
Go for it.
turn now. Got your capo on your first fret. Get ready. All right, so
Shit.
1, 2, 3. You say the future's an institution that's built on Athenian sand, but it struggles to escape from the nails lodged in its hands. And if you were there, sometimes I wish that you weren't, cause you wasted all the time you had today. Well, did the sirens crack a smile and drag you off by name, lead you through the back streets and the lanes, where the seeds of anything were plainly sown? Out of things like that out of mind. Surrounded by machines which you don't know how to use. It's a great big world, but it's one without you. This time you realize. But it's too bad about your choices. Feel free to grate your teeth. You should be wary of those vices before they drag you beneath. And you thought it would be so easy to find your way. But you know what to say to me. It's not something I can say. Too bad for you. Oh yeah. You abandoned your goals, went to chase